Hello, this is Kate from Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using my brand new deck that I just got in the mail. It's called the Genius Garden Tarot by Jessi Huntenburg. And I just finished doing an unboxing video of this deck. So if you want to see all the cards in this deck, you can have a look at my unboxing video. I'll maybe link to it in the comments section so you can check it out. But it's a really cool deck and I'm excited to do a reading with it. So as always, my intention with this week's reading is to get an overview of the kinds of energies and opportunities coming up for us in the week ahead. All right. So let's begin with the first card. Now, if you're new here, welcome. I post these reading videos every week, so please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy the video, give me a like, and feel free to leave me a comment. I always invite you to share your own insights and interpretations of the cards if you feel called to do that. So we're starting with the first card, which is Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week, and we have the Queen of Wands, which is a really nice week to start off the week. This is a high energy card. She's a high energy character, and we're starting off the week with really strong footing. The beginning of the week is the time to really tap into your creativity. This is a time to tap into your enthusiasm and your energy. So if you're starting a new project or if you're just needing a little more energy for work and daily tasks, this is a nice card to get. It's saying that you have the creativity, you have the ingenuity, you've got the energy, you've got the drive, you've got the enthusiasm to make things happen. But what I'm really getting from this card is that the beginning of the week is the time to really tap into this energy to get the momentum started for your week. And even though I don't typically associate the Queen of Wands with organization and planning, I usually think of like the Queen of Swords or even the Queen of Pentacles as being more about that, not so much Queen of Wands. For some reason, as I look at this card, I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is the week to kind of have a plan, I don't want to say a schedule, but yeah, have some kind of master plan, because you're going to have more oomph at the beginning of the week. You're going to have a little more energy, drive. You may feel excited about things again. You might feel energized and have more creative ideas flowing for you. And if you don't have some structure or some way of organizing that, it can just kind of dissipate. So I think it's important to be organized at the beginning of the week, because you're going to have more creative flow, at least at the beginning of the week. Let's see what the next card is. Oh, another court card, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so here's where things kind of change. We start off excited. We start off with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. And then the Knight of Pentacles is this guy pushing a boulder up a hill. So this is the card of, I don't necessarily want to say struggle or difficulty, because I don't think that the Knight of Pentacles is actually struggling. I think he's holding his own. He's managing to do this big task of pushing this heavy boulder up a hill. But this is a card of staying the course and working hard and not backing down when things get tough. And it helps to have this enthusiasm and creative energy and excitement of the Queen at the beginning of the week, because you're going to need to draw on that energy to see you through the kind of the tough slog midweek. So midweek, you may actually find your energy dips a little bit. You might find that there's a lot of like kind of boring yet necessary tasks that need to be accomplished. And so it can feel like a little bit of a stark contrast to the beginning of the week. But these two cards actually kind of support each other and kind of feed off each other in a lot of ways. Now, Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is sometimes, I want to say he's sometimes a procrastinator, and sometimes he makes things harder than they need to be because he kind of overplans, he overthinks, and that's something to look out for midweek. You might start the week off with a lot of momentum, but come Wednesday, you might feel some of that momentum fading already. And part of it could be that you're overthinking things, you're you're over planning things, you're having a hard time making decisions because you're sort of spending too much time weighing the pros and cons and things like that. So just something to be aware of. Let's look at the end of the week, and we have a major arcana card. We have the moon. Now, interesting that the moon kind of looks like this irregular shaped boulder, but now it's like, you know, more more spherical. It's like he's pushing this big rock up a hill, and then that big rock becomes the moon. Interesting. I'm not sure what that means. I almost feel like whatever we're working on this week has a chance to come to fruition, or to, I feel like we have the opportunity to make some great strides this week. Okay, so let's talk about the moon for the weekend. The moon is one of the most mysterious cards in the tarot. Other mysterious cards are the High Priestess. The Death card is kind of mysterious to me. Even the Hermit is kind of mysterious. But the moon is I would say, probably the most mysterious card in the deck. And the moon has to do with things not necessarily being totally clear. So think about, you know, trying to find your way out at night, and you don't have a flashlight, there's no light, but there is the light of the full moon. So it kind of lights the way, but, you know, there's still shapes and shadows in the darkness. So you're still kind of fumbling. It's kind of that. Expect not to have a lot of clarity by the end of the week. You might be trying to look for clarity this week, and you may not find it, but that's okay. The moon says it's okay. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to have all the answers. So relax, it's okay. It's okay for things to be kind of shrouded in mystery right now. Everything's going to be revealed in due time when you're ready for it to be revealed. So don't get too frustrated if things aren't crystal clear right now. The moon also has to do with cycles and the power of cycles. And specifically, when we talk about the moon, we talk about lunar cycles and being able to work with the cycles. So thinking about sort of the cycle of the moon. When the moon is full, that's when the energy is high. And as it starts to wane, energy starts to kind of dissipate. And I find that as the moon is waning, as you get closer, the moon is really encouraging you to tap into the power of those cycles. As opposed to trying to be even keel all the time and always, you know, working at the same pace all the time and trying to, you know, be as productive every single day. It doesn't always work like that. So acknowledging how the nature of the world is actually cyclical. You know, it's not always summer. We have the seasons for a reason. Okay, let's look at all three cards together. I have to say, I really like this deck. I like reading with this deck. I'm just looking for any other themes or anything that's kind of jumping out at me. And I don't think anything else is jumping out, just that at the beginning of the week, this is really a time to tap into the energy of enthusiasm and creativity and drive, because you're going to need it for this week. You're going to need that energy and that drive to you know, get through the week and get things done. And then come the weekend, embrace the mystery of the moon. Embrace that mystery. It's okay if you don't have all the answers. It's okay if the path isn't crystal clear. If you keep putting one foot in front of the other, things get clear. You know, think about walking down a path at night and you have the full moon guiding you, and you maybe can't see, you know, 10 feet down the path. You maybe only see a couple feet in front of you. But if you keep walking, the path gets clearer and clearer. And it's frustrating because you want to be able to see everything clearly. You want to have a clear view ahead as to where you're going. So it can be a frustrating experience, but know that if you keep walking, things reveal themselves and things get clearer as you keep walking. The next step will reveal itself. Okay, so I'm going to wrap the reading up there. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to learn more about tarot card reading, you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I'll put the link below this video. And I just want to wish you all the best this week, and I'll see you next week.